People. Nobody's here yet. I'm on the highway, moseying along, chilling, doing what I gotta do. Uh, I want to come on here today, this great morning, this great getting up morning, and talk about niggas in these damn. Now, if you've been living under a rock, the black community has basically went viral with some celebrities and other people and shit marketing a chicken sandwich. You know, and this it's just a damn chicken sandwich, people. They done made the biggest fuss over a damn chicken sandwich. And now, you know what I really know why I didn't really want to make this video? We'll tell you why I didn't want to make this video. It's just free publicity for fucking Popeye's chicken. That's why I didn't put their name in the title. I did not put their name in the damn title. I don't even want to, like, that's the shit that pissed me off. Like, niggas out here marketing a damn chicken sandwich for free publicity. You don't market a damn thing. And I saw the cussing preacher. Anyway, I saw the cussing preacher up there talking about $4 million in a damn week. Look like, I'm like, damn, they done spiked their sales. I think they talking about just 23 gross sales, 23 million, or maybe that's just off the sandwich alone. I saw a receipt posted on social media, and it was a black woman, because I saw them big long ass fake nails. $140 receipt for some damn chicken, man. Damn. I don't want to ever hear nobody talking about. See, this is why I don't really, and I'm not trying to shit on this guy, because I respect the movement and what they doing. This is why I don't make a lot of videos talking about how poor. You'll never hear me talking about how poor black people are. You'll never hear me talk about that shit. You will never hear me talk about the disparity and look at the numbers and the data and shit like that, like Tone talks. This is why the data is bullshit, man. Don't tell me, don't come talking to me about no damn data, man. When you got black folks out here buying $150 worth of damn chicken, man. The fuck? I'm so damn disgusted with black folks right now, I don't know what to do. I don't even go on social media. I don't know, man. You say you install, okay, I install and repair equipment for Popeyes. If the public were privy to crossing the chicken threshold, contrarian opinion. Well, I think this. I think this, man. When it comes down to it, bro, real talk. If niggas is out here going this crazy over a damn chicken sandwich, then I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the end of the black community. Because one of the biggest things that really fucks with me about this shit is not that it's just a white-owned establishment or organization or franchise company, whatever. The thing that really rubs me the wrong way about this shit, I'm very uncomfortable about this chicken shit. I really am, because this speaks to all of the stereotypical shit that they say about niggas. Y'all like white people already say that niggas love chicken, watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that shit. And y'all dumbass niggas gonna go out here and back that shit up, malt liquor. It's certain things that niggas just should not be fucking with just out of GP. Eat some fish or some shit. Start a fish challenge. At least you eat some shit that's a lot more healthy, got some omega-3 fatty acids. Eat something, but y'all gonna eat some damn deep fried ass chicken. That shit's so stupid. I can't even. I'm embarrassed by that shit. I'm embarrassed by the success of this damn marketing. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas really out here marketing this shit for free? Indeed, I wish we would have this much passion about important matters. They all wholehearted. Yeah, like, my thing is, man, black folks, there's a lot of shit in our community we can market and get behind besides a damn chicken sandwich. Okay? Where was this support? Now, I know y'all guys get tired of me saying this, but I'm going to keep riding this shit till the wheels fall off. Where was this support when Nate Parker did the film, most primarily black-funded film, called Birth of a Nation? Why didn't we get behind that shit? Niggas get behind the most counterproductive shit I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? We'll get behind Black Panther. Anytime it's white owned, we get behind it. I know for a fact there are black people that will cook a boneless, skinless chicken breast so damn well. They'll fry that shit. That shit will be like cotton candy to be so damn sweet and good. I done tasted it. I know people will deep fry some damn a chicken sandwich, and you'll be like, damn, this is the best damn chicken sandwich I ever had in my life. Hole in the wall places. I was in college. If you ever heard of the legendary chicken coop in Tuskegee, everybody that went to Tuskegee, that went to the damn chicken coop. And if you ain't went to the chicken coop, you've heard of the chicken coop. A little bit ass place is about 30 bricks big. Little bit ass place, you go in there, and they get for $2.50. We used to get a damn 2 big ass chicken breasts and some fries with some damn seasoning salt. And that shit was so damn good with some biscuits for $2.50. Now, of course, this was the 90s. But I would imagine for $5, you coming, I'm talking about the whole campus will be up in there after school, after the calf closed. That's how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta, I'm sorry, let me hold my damn phone down. But y'all gotta own up to some shit. Like, the black community is on some fuckery, man. And I don't see us recovering from a lot of the fuckery. Like, when I see shit like that, I lose hope in black humanity, man. I do. I lose hope. When you got motherfuckers out here that eat some chicken like that and it just be pushing the shit like that, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I almost had I can talk, man. I'm at a loss for words for the niggatry that I see with this shit, man. I'm really at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. I'm very disappointed. I'm very, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I've lost respect for black folks, man. I really have. I lost respect for the black community when I see y'all out here marketing some damn chicken. Out of all the shit y'all can get behind. Damn, it's the only thing. Only what y'all gonna do next? A watermelon challenge? You got the damn cucumber challenge, where you out here acting like you sucking a dick. You got dumb shit like that. Then you got motherfuckers out here talking about a damn Chick-fil-A versus what's the name? Versus what's the name, chap? This shit is ridiculous. Yeah, you might as well endorse buying and selling nooses. You might as well. You know what I'm saying? Might as well endorse opium or some shit. I can't, honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with Edward Anderson says this shit all the time. I kind of have to agree with him. I don't think the black community is equipped to handle the challenges that we are about to face in the 21st century. I really don't. And I think that an overwhelming majority of the black community, if America were to take a financial downturn for the worse, I think the overwhelming majority of the black community would be destroyed, man. I mean, I'm at a point now where I really don't see how we would make it. Most motherfuckers right now, see, you can say what you will about Jim Crow and all that shit. Black men had trades back then. Black men have had trades and skills now. When they crash the economy again, they're going to have to go to a universal basic income because a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't got no skills, no talent worth a damn. You can't do shit. You have no workable skills, no workable talents. You have jobs where you think you have a skill because you work at a factory. No, you can't leave that factory and go work somewhere else and make that same amount of money because you don't have a skill. I know black people that think they have a skill that work at a damn plant pushing a button. This shit is ridiculous, man. I'm sorry. And I see us as like, it's like, man, if we was running a race right now, black people would be fat, flabby, out of shape, and you smoke cigarettes every day. There's no way in hell you are equipped. We are equipped. We need to shed the fat in the community. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't had one motherfucking chicken sandwich. I ain't had one. I ain't tried it. I ain't had no damn way of really trying no damn chicken sandwich. You know why? Because I'm like, I'm not finna run behind the crowd and be eating no damn chicken sandwich. These motherfuckers make millions of dollars off my dumb ass. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna, you stupid as hell. I'm sorry. I know you may be offended. I may be offending some of my subscribers. And every time I go live, I'll probably lose some subscribers. My numbers drop. I don't even keep up with this shit no more. Because it's out of control, man. Somebody got to tell the truth. They say in church when the preacher is preaching real good, really preaching, ain't no amen, amen, ain't none of that. Everybody quiet because the shit hurt. If you preaching the truth. And I'm sorry, I'm not patting myself on the back like I'm some damn superhero. I'm not. I got flaws and issues and shit that I need to work on and all that. I'm not saying that. But what I will admit and what I will put up right now and bear witness to is that the black community is not equipped, not ready for the 21st century. We don't solve problems. We don't believe in solving problems. Our men don't believe in being problem solvers. Facts. We're literally, I'm not shitting on anybody in particular, because there are a few men that say this. We have men in our community that believe that they don't have to solve problems. We literally have men in our community that believe that a man who can go out and father a child and not raise his child and not have no connection to their children. There are men like that actually believe that shit, that will actually come on the internet and tell you that I don't have to provide shit, I don't have to pay bills, I don't have to, like, these are our men. There are women who believe the same way, who only think a man is good enough for dick. That's all they think a man can give them is a good dick. That's it. Other than that, they don't see a man having no purpose, serving no purpose. You see what I'm saying? This is why I made a video a while ago about a man is more than just a paycheck. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this is basic fundamental shit most people should understand. Most societies understand. So I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Let me say something, guys. Oh, I'm going to say this to the women. A man is more than a paycheck. A man is supposed to be the leader, the thought leader, the guy who gives your house purpose, the guy who basically lays out the plan for the house. He provides and protects, not just financially, not just willing to take a gun and go upside and shoot somebody or get in a fight and go sit in a damn jail cell for 30 years. But this is somebody who protects you by being able to put you in a situation where you don't even have to think about have to be physically protected. Because he's already went and thought 4 and 5 steps ahead and say, I already know we're going to be in danger if I put my family in danger if I do X, Y, and Z. So I'm not going to even put them in that danger. I already know that my family might have a standard chance of getting thrown out of this house and we getting evicted or foreclosed on. So I'm not going to take this risk, or I'm going to take this risk, measured and calculated to make sure we are financially set for the future. See, this is what men do. Men ain't just have to provide you with a damn good dick and some damn and a paycheck. So if somebody asks them, like, this is how you know a man is operating and leading effectively in his house. If I take the children out their house and I sit them children down and I say, okay, what's the plans for your house? What's the vision? Those children should be able to regurgitate almost verbatim what it is, the plans for, oh yeah, me and my dad and my mom, we planning on starting in 5 years. Dad wants to do this and mom wants to do this, and we're working and we're saving, and every time they get paid, we put money in an account. And that's how much kids, that's how you know you got an effective ass unit that's moving. It's almost like a military unit, man. That shit should be moved with precision. You hear me? Precision. And then when you, that's why, and you like, okay, well, what is this with selling chicken? Shit like that wouldn't even come on your fucking radar. Shit like that should not even be on our radar, selling no damn, going and buying $150 worth of fucking chicken. Damn. How many niggas you, like, I'm telling you guys now, I got a damn headache just thinking about this shit, man. How many of us have thought this shit through for a second? Like, how many, like, in the black community? I think there's a segment of our community that holds us back in such a regard that it's not even. And I'm going to go out on a limb. It ain't just the hood motherfuckers either. It ain't just hood people. There's a lot of people that are educated. I see, look, I live in Atlanta. It ain't just street niggas up in there buying chicken, okay? It ain't. It's motherfuckers with, it's black people. You like, well, it's just a chicken sandwich. Why are you making such a big deal about a chicken sandwich? I really care about where the fuck I spend my money, man. I do. If I open up my checking account right now and show you guys my checking account, you're going to see, I can point 5 or 6 different black restaurants that I go to every day. I drive for lunch. I go down the street, or I go, it's this place, Chef Rob's over there. Shout out to Chef Rob's. You see me damn near 3 times a week. I come in there and I break bread with them damn near every day. I eat once a day for the most part, most of the time. So if I ain't at Chef Rob's, I go to, I wait. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do go to other places. I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of times, I spend my money with black people. At least if you're gonna go, find out who owns the bitch. Find out who owns the Chick-fil-A. And then break bread with them. Don't just go get these crackers your damn money like that, man. Damn. It's a damn shame that I got to say some shit like that. It's a shame that I got to get up here and talk about motherfuckers that you got to keep niggas strapped down from buying chicken. It's a Popeyes down the street from me. I rode by that bitch yesterday, man. I kid you not. Shit was out in the street. Okay, the traffic was so bad in the parking lot that you could not drive down Candler Road because it was so many niggas trying to get up in Popeye's chicken. I'm so ashamed of that shit. And I'm gonna tell you another secret. It's another place called JJ's Fish across the street. Like you go over 20, it's on the left side of that JJ's Fish. Bunch of Asians on that bitch, right? You cannot get up in there any day of the week. Another place, ATL Wings, down there on Candler and Glenwood. You cannot get up in there. Nothing but Asians. The shit's so crazy. I'm gonna tell you how crazy ATL Wings is. ATL Wings be so blown. They got a little girl, probably like she in elementary school, Asian chick. She trying to do her homework and run the damn register. So she know how to talk to niggas. She like in 10 years old. Talking to niggas that, I'm talking about street motherfuckers in there. And I come in there all the time, it ain't nothing but niggas. When I go in there, I have been in there, I ain't gonna lie, I done bought some chicken too. Damn it, I ain't perfect. You know what, I'm not gonna, you know what, I'm gonna say this. I don't think that it's feasible to live in America and spend your money only with black businesses. Every day, all day. I don't believe that. I think that that's damn near impossible. But the thing is, I would feel so encouraged and so like, right now, if I knew that, okay, black people, yeah, they going to Popeyes, but they going to all the Popeyes owned by Hank Aaron. Or they going to all the Popeyes owned by, they did a little research. They said, okay, Hank Aaron owns this, the black baseball player owns this one. So if I'm gonna at least go, if the white man if I'm gonna get a white man some money, at least let a nigga be in there getting a chunk of it too. And see, the beautiful thing about Popeyes, if I'm not mistaken, or most franchises, is the franchise owner gets a large chunk of it. Popeyes gets like a 4% franchise fee or something. Popeyes, I know it's like that with a lot of franchises. They get a 5% fee or some plus a percentage of sales. So that's how these shit work. That's how franchises work a lot of times. So we really are helping to make Popeyes one of the strongest, if not the strongest damn fast food restaurant. Because honestly, McDonald's is on the decline right now. Their market share has decreased tremendously since Super Size Me came out, the documentary. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I'm sorry. JJ's from Chicago. It used to be a black owned. Damn. JJ's Fish owned by Arabs. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? They all over Atlanta. Every one of them. You go in that bitch, it's nothing but niggas all day, every day. And they making a killing off our ass. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a little secret, guys. Do you know how much money one chicken spot with just wings? If you open one of them cheap wing spot, I'm gonna tell you the real truth, bro. Niggas love chicken so much. Let me explain something to your ass. One chicken spot, after expenses and everything, because I know somebody that works at the bank and they work like her, and he used to tell his fucking business. This nigga had 8 different wing spots over that city. Black dude. This nigga say per year he would gross $200,000 profit from each location. That's after expenses. You guys are like, well, damn, that's I thought he would make millions. Let me tell you something. This dude makes $2-3 million a year selling chicken, man. Why you think Rick Ross had a song the other day talking about I want to be a 9-figure, that was my goal or something, not until I reached it or some shit like that. Look here, man. When it comes to selling chicken, why you think they set these businesses around black folk? And it's I'm gonna tell you another little dirty little secret. Dr. Claude Anderson brought this shit out. Black people love affair for for seafood. Every time I go to Spun Divis, your ass finna spend $40. I'm just gonna keep it above. Every time Deli. Come on with it. Come on with it. Every time you go in Spun Divots, Papa Do's, and I'm talking about, they got a $25 lunch buffet. $25 just for a lunch buffet at the Papa Do's, one exit up from me. Got on Sunday brunch at what's the name of that place? Damn, what's the name of that place I go to sometime? The New Orleans restaurant. Damn. You got Papa Do's. They do a Sunday brunch. Atlanta's real good known for their Sunday brunch, right? And then they do a Saturday brunch as well in some spots. You go in these spots, man, it's never black people. And in there congregating, spending $32 a head just to get a lunch buffet. Or a brunch Sunday brunch. What's the other place? It's another. Copeland's. That's it. Copeland's. Bruh. Them niggas, that bitch spending like you would not believe. $35 a pop, and they at the bar buying drinks. I don't want to hear shit about black folks can't mobilize and fix their own community. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I'm crossing in Alabama. Sorry, but if black folks, man, if black people, if I ran for office and I was in the presidential office, I would give dudes a tax break. If you sign up with your employer to get a certain percentage of your money dropped into a certain account that disperses every 5 years. Every 5 years that account would disperse. It might be 2% of your take home or your whatever. That shit would disperse. If you take it home $1,000, 2% is just $20. Right? I would drop that bitch in there every week, $20 for 5 years. $20 would go into an account every week. Every month you would get $80, or every year you would have what is that? 80 times 10, about $1,000 a year. So every year you would have $5,000. Some people have $1,500. Some people have $2,000. And that card, and I got this from Black Patriarch. That card will it would be, a business would have to be 60% black owned. And that card would be forced. I will force you niggas to be segregated. I will force you niggas to go out into these black businesses and spend your damn money. And I will force these black businesses to meet certain requirements. You have to have been in business for a year. You have to have paperwork, LLC paperwork. You have to be filed. Your shit will have to be legit. All of it. Before I spend money with it. Because I'm at a point now where I'm just like, I'm really losing faith in the black community as far as what I think our future's gonna be. Black folks, man, we really, 9 times out of 10, really are where we are for because of our own actions, man. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell. You go up in Papa Do's, go up in Spun Divots in Atlanta. Go to Spun Divots, dude. Watch how many folks in there eating king crabs, $50 tag. I used to go to Spun Divots for lunch sometime when I worked at Delta. And I'll tell you something, I go in that bitch and it'll be $50 for lunch. I kid you not. $50. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would pay. I'm sitting like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, people getting hella money around here. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, black people really be able and be smart about this shit, man. And say, man, I'm not going to just throw my money at anybody, man. People spending $45, $50 to eat in Spun Divots. $30, $35 to eat at a damn buffet. At least on Auburn Avenue, you can go to Sweet Auburn Seafood. Go to their lunch buffet. If you're going to spend that money. You know what I'm saying? Go to Sweet Auburn Seafood over there on Auburn Avenue, or, you know, it's a lot of black restaurants up here. Chef Rob does a Sunday brunch. Chef Rob's does. And that shit be good as hell. You know what I'm saying? But black folks, I'm sorry, we gotta expect more from ourselves, man. I don't think we expect enough from ourselves. I think we really have a mentality of a loser, man. A loser. Like, I'm sorry, that shit is. I was talking about the Indian the other day. He said, man, we don't respect black people in America because the women run the communities and the men are weak. I'm sorry. Like, I have to blame black men for a lot of this fuckery. I'm sorry, I will. I won't blame us as black people for black men for the condition of our community. because I think it's on us as leaders to put our motherfucking foot down, and we don't. Black men, a lot of us don't put our foot down on a lot of this fuck shit, man. We don't. We let this shit go that we shouldn't let go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, man. If I'm with a woman and she take her ass in there and go and bring dinner back and we eating that Popeye's chicken, I'm upset. Right now, it's just the principle behind the thing. I'm not eating the damn chickens. I'm not trying that shit. I might eat one probably 6 months from now when the shit done died down and it's just a regular chicken sandwich. Just eat it. You know what I'm saying? But right now, they've made a killing. At least with Patti LaBelle with the pie shit, I was happy to see. I said, okay, at least this was black. The black gay guy went up there, helped Patti LaBelle sell the damn pies in Walmart. Fine. Walmart getting the cut, but hey, at least Patti LaBelle making a killing. You know what I'm saying? Good. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we as black people become more entrepreneurial? Because I'm sorry, I don't want to hear this shit about, look at the data. Black people can't afford to invest. Black people can't afford this. Black people can't afford that. Look at the data. We can't start businesses. We're broke. What the fuck is this then? Why are you spending 150? Why is it a line around the corner all day, every day for a damn chicken sandwich? We can buy a chicken sandwich. Shit, we could probably buy a damn penny stock. We can buy something. Why don't we educate our damn selves, man? Guys, let me tell you something. Black people could invest in something as small as a damn cryptocurrency, buying silver. Do something. Do something, man. Damn, at least if you're going to do that, pay for some life insurance. Can you do that? Because half of y'all getting clogged arteries and half of us already fat. I just did a video about 80% of black women are overweight. And we got our ass around the corner trying to eat some shit high in cholesterol, high in saturated fats. You know what I'm saying? Doing the Holy Ghost with Temple on her channel for the Popeyes. Oh my God. Oh my God. He did what? The same gay guy was doing the Holy Ghost with Tamar Braxton, on her channel for the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Hey, you right about that Hennessy. Come on, say amen. Newports, Hennessy, in certain things, that shit universal. I know niggas, they can't go a day without smoking a pack of damn Newport. They gotta smoke their Newports every day. They gotta get their damn fix or Hennessy. Every night, they gotta get a shot of Hennessy and smoke some weed every night. How much? Let's look at the damn black, or should I say, what is it? The underground economy of the damn weed. How many y'all niggas out here, broke as we is, how many y'all spending hundreds of dollars a month on some damn weed? Huh? Ass. Like so it's a lot of niggas out here that be complaining. Half these niggas, wait a minute, what? Black people account for 80% of the revenue of Hennessy? Man, y'all gonna make me bust a blood vessel riding on this highway. Let me say something, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Like, that's another drink. Patron, Cristal. Cristal said, we don't want you niggas drinking our shit. Y'all stop drinking Cristal. But I'm gonna tell you something. We had a good 12-year run with Chris. From like the 90s, like the late 90s to like 2010, it wasn't nothing but Cristal. That's all niggas wanted to drink. Cristal, however they pronounce that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas drunk that shit. Drunk made them folks billions. Ciroc, that's another one. They paid Diddy to be the front man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Tupac did make Hennessy. Whether it's genetic, cultural, or imposed, the low IQ of black people is going to be our undoing. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this about IQ. This is what I really feel. I think we need to make a book challenge. Like, I think, what's his name? Lord Jamar did that. He held books instead of money. He was holding books up to his head. Like, I think black people need to start. Like, why don't we make going to the bookstore a challenge? Like, why don't we do a challenge about taking our stupid ass to the bookstore and going to the real estate section and reading a fucking book? I was talking to somebody last night about that shit. I used to go to Barnes & Noble so damn much. This one I ain't have no money. I was flipping cars. I was washing cars. And I was trying to flip my first house. What's up, King? And I would be in that bitch every day. They knew me at the bookstore. The guy, one night, I was in the bookstore so much, the guy used to be like, attention, what was it? Barnes and Noble shoppers, we will be closing in so and so minutes. Dude said my name. He said you can bring your book up front if you want to purchase it. You know, everybody started laughing, all the people, because it was just us, me and the employees. I lived in Barnes and Noble. I lived in there. I remember books I read about leadership. I remember books I read about. I would just go in there and I would not take my ass to the magazine section. I would not. I would go straight in the damn bookstore and I would go over there to the real estate section, to the damn what else section? The what's the name of that section I used to go to? I went to the real estate section and I went to the business section, man. Personal finance. I would go to that. I would look at I read all the Total Money Makeover. Why you guys think I know about capitalization rates? How the fuck you think I learned that shit? Just before YouTube, people. I ain't know shit about no damn YouTube. I was talking about cap rates, and I was talking about the 50% rule and all that shit. Tyler Hicks, the book, what is the name of that book? About No Money Down. All that shit. I read the No Money Down books before Carlton Sheets. When Carlton Sheets, I left my ass up in the bookstore. Damn, why don't we make that a challenge, man? Because I'm sorry, I don't give a damn what your IQ is. You can read, and if you're not the most intelligent person, I think they've proven. We might lose me through here because I know every time I'm on the phone, I lose. We might lose me through here because I know every time I'm on the phone, I lose my phone calls through here. But if I'm reading books and doing whatever the hell it is I got to do to better my situation, guys, can I get some likes, by the way, while y'all on here? Appreciate it. But if I'm reading books and doing what it is to better my situation, you'll improve your situation. I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example. I have students that just by reading and basically listening to me teach them, but just by reading alone, they have changed their lives. I have students that are making $85,000, $90,000, and $100,000. The shit that I'm teaching them, they can read it in a book. I'm not trying to be funny. Of course, it's like gonna be a little slower by reading it in a book. Whereas if you give me shit, let me tell you something. The only thing that separates us, because look at this shit for a second. Asians have come to America and have literally hijacked Silicon Valley with knowledge. People, knowledge. That's all it is. The founders of these companies, Google, the founders of YouTube, the founders of these companies were just tech people. People let me tell you something. The knowledge that you need to be able to develop your own Android apps, to be able to, the shit I'm talking about sounds weird to black folks half the time. It really shouldn't, because guess what? This shit ain't rocket science. It's not like the reason, let me explain something to you guys. The reason that math was a major component of IT when it first, in its infancy, was because there was a language called Pascal, COBOL. In fact, if you predate that and go back with assembly language and stuff like that, you needed to understand hexadecimals and stuff like that. That was initially how it was set up. And so there were times when you had to take a card and insert it into like a Scantron. Y'all remember Scantrons from back in the day, right? You take that card and insert it into something. And I took C++. C++ didn't even really require a lot of math. It doesn't. You needed to just understand how to code. That shit go back from the 50s. That's why right now, to this day at a university, they make you take all this calculus and all this shit now, because they changed it. You see what I'm saying? It used to be that you didn't have to do that. You get what I'm saying? You could just, where it is now, you don't have to worry about that. That's why you could go to college and be a business administration major and have a minor in information science, information systems, and just basically focus on learning about how to handle data and spreadsheets and shit like that. That's all it is. That's what my degree's in. I took calculus and trigonometry when I was a computer science major at Tuskegee. When I left Tuskegee the last year I graduated from Troy State, Montgomery. When I left Tuskegee, that last year, I changed my major to business administration and information science. Why? Because it was easier. I didn't have to worry about trying to take calculus and business statistics and all that shit. I did have to take statistics. But what I'm saying is, man, all you got to do is read, man. Everything, the key to wealth, power, and influence is knowledge first. If black people were to acquire knowledge by applying themselves into and taking over the tech field, tech industry. We are so afraid. That's some shit that it seems so insurmountable, just the fact that I would even say some shit like that. Because when we hear the word tech, we think in brilliant, high IQ geniuses. Let me tell you something. That's not the case in IT. If my country ass can get in IT, I don't think I'm stupid, but I'm country. If I can get in IT with all my little quirks and country shit and do what I do, and I go in and I see people coding with dreads and coming to work with shorts on, and I done talk to some of the dumbest motherfuckers you want to meet in IT. White women, especially. There's a lot of dumbass white women in IT, but they making $150,000. They've been with the company X amount of years. Yeah, because they white, that's first. But can you get in and bounce around and fuck up? Because let me tell you guys a little dirty secret about me. You know how many times I'd have been fired from my damn job in IT? Lots. Sorry, the cat's out of the bag. I've been fired a lot. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I did. I went into the industry with the mindset that, hey, I'm winning. You paying me $40 an hour to sit here at a computer. Bitch, if I sit at this computer for a month, I'm walking out of there with $6,000 that I didn't have. That's how I look at that shit. So I won, bitch. That's how I look at it. If I make it 6 months, I'm walking out. I've made 40,000, of which I probably done saved up 15. Real talk. See what I'm saying? This is how I looked at it. And that's what happened. I would work at these jobs. I learned enough to survive and stay in that bitch long enough. And here I am 10 years later. My rate's much higher. I'm a much better developer than I used to be, but I'm still not that damn good. I tell the truth. I'm not that damn good of a developer. I'm okay. I know enough to get a job. Okay. I know enough to get a job. I'm deadly. You see what the fuck my heart is at? Real estate. You see what my heart is at? Business. That's what my heart is at. But in order for me to get those resources, I ducked and bobbed and weaved and got myself in a position where I could charge $60, $70 an hour to get it, because now I'm $35. You ain't giving me no $35 an hour. I don't want that. Nope. I get $35 an hour, I'm looking for another job. I'm just in that bitch just to pay my bills. That's how I'm looking at it. And I'm still saving money with the $35 an hour. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, I'm looking for another job because I believe I can make double that. And I'm trying to get to triple. I'm trying to get to $105, $110, $115 an hour. That's what I'm trying to get. I should be making doctor money, damn it. That's the way I feel. Now, am I good? No, I'm not that good. I'm going to tell the truth. But I know enough to be deadly. Black people, you don't have to be the best in business. In a sense, if you're in business long enough, over time, you will succeed and win. It's really that simple. If you give up, we have a give up mentality because we tell ourselves we don't belong. I have to talk to my students psychologically a lot of times when they get these jobs, because they get in and they struggle because they look at it. You just met a guy on YouTube. He trained you enough to get a job, and you in there working and you making this money. But in the back of your mind, the enemy telling you, thank you for choosing the right major. I got students that came to me with psychology degrees that's working in IT technically. So I got Mark, one of my favorite students, that actually teaches my class sometimes. Mark can teach people now. This is one of my students. Guess what? Mark is an environmental science major. You can get in IT. You come fuck with me. I'm not trying to make this into an infomercial about my class. I'm just telling you guys that you don't have to have a damn degree. I work with people with culinary arts degrees, culinary arts associates. And this dude was making at least $150 because they're paying me $60 some an hour. So I'm like, shit, I know he making at least. He over me. He's over me. He's a full-time employee, but he was over the director over the damn department. And he knew how to code. But guess what? His ass was a damn, I said, where'd you go to school? He said, oh, I got out and I was a chef for a while. I had a culinary arts degree. I went in and did that. I said, oh, okay. I'm like, how the fuck he get in here like that? You know, it's just knowing where to go and what to do. You see what I'm saying? He said he went to some boot camps and got in. Boot camps ain't enough. I know that for a black person. You need to be nurtured. You need a more nurturing environment. Going to a boot camp will give you enough to get a job. But the point I'm trying to make is, but if you want to know how to really talk your way into a job and succeed on the interview and stuff like that, you need more than a boot camp. You need somebody who's going to teach you from a black perspective, like myself. Not to pat myself on the back. Exactly. They'll try to force all the shit that I'm teaching you guys in 2.5 months. They try to force all that shit into a weekend or 5 days. And they charge you $5,000. And black folks, I've talked to black people that would rather do a boot camp than come fuck with me. Just like Popeye's chicken. They'd rather go get the white man or some Indian $5,000 than come fuck with a black man because they think, well, it can't be worth that because you teaching it for $400. I had a guy tell me that shit one time. I ain't get mad. I said, bro, I'm really doing this shit that help the community. I'm not really doing this because if I really charge what it's worth, I would charge over thousands of dollars. But why would I do that? Because most black people, then if that's the case, most black people they'll go anywhere, but they can't afford it. The ones that want to get in can't afford it. So me, I'm being penalized for trying to help my people. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, people, let me say this right here. Let me say this, because the point is, man, knowledge is what the difference is. The reason black people are behind in the 21st century and will be left behind in the 21st century is not because you buy chicken. If all y'all niggas was smart and doing whatever the fuck y'all want to do and making hella money, but you was buying chicken, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But we are at the bottom of the damn metric that you can measure. So I'm sorry, this ain't Asians doing this, okay? If Asians was doing this, I wouldn't feel funny. You know what I'm saying? I remember that movie, Crazy Rich Asians. That movie came out. I was in Charlotte, or DC. I was in DC. So I went to see something. I forget what I was going to see. But I went to see that shit, and it wasn't nothing but Asians. It was a line out the corner. That movie was like the #1 movie in the world at the time, in America. Asians was spending their money. Now, I'm thinking that was a white studio that put that movie out. But Asians supported it. You see what I'm saying? That's why that film did pretty well. And you will probably see more Asian films now because they did a film. They supported that film, unlike us when it came to Birth of a Nation. But that's another thing. But the thing is, black people right now, knowledge is the difference maker as to why we are where we are. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the likes, man. I appreciate it. This is the key as to why we are where we are economically, financially, everything. Because right now, I will make the case that it's not that it's racism, white supremacy when it comes to white folks not giving black people jobs. You don't have the knowledge. Like right now, they talking about in certain cities, companies are coming to the South, right? Damn, you got your ass in. Look, see how he driving. You see this shit? You got your ass in the fast lane going 30 miles an hour, man. Damn. Your ass on out the way. Anyway, but these companies will come to the South, right? And what happened is when they get to the South, they'll complain and say, hey, man, you guys, when you graduate your students from high school and when you graduate your students, they don't have the skills that we need. So we have to bring people in from other cities because basically your students, your people aren't equipped enough to do what it is they got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's real. A lot of times, man, black people, and the thing is, knowledge is what you get. You know what I'm saying? And all that, like I said, all that gain understanding, that's a biblical verse. But at the same time, people, knowledge, man, it's on us. At the same time, people, knowledge, man, it's on us to get out here and be on that quest. You should be on a lifelong journey for knowledge, quest. You should never stop learning. And I think one of the primary reasons that our community is in shambles, among a myriad of reasons, from not having families, feminism, matriarchy, all that shit. You also have to look at we don't have a real quest for practical knowledge. We don't. We have a quest for metaphysical shit. A lot of us. I know a lot of dudes in their 40s that's on this conscious tip so hard. They'll sit and watch hours and hours of shit about history. And I like history. I like a lot of, I like knowledge just like anybody else. I like to talk about it. I like to get into these discussions. But that's all it is. It's going to pretty much be a discussion piece. Or you can learn from history. Because it says those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So I do think you do need to learn from history. But, I mean, come on, people. If you don't learn from history, look at history. Those learn from history, look at history. Let's look at what happens to a group of people that don't adapt. What happened to Xerox when Xerox didn't adapt? I'm going to tell you guys a story. I got a homeboy. He worked for who was it? Movie Gallery, which you guys probably never heard of that. Movie Gallery was a movie rental place. They used to rent movies to people back in when they had VHS and everybody was doing VCRs and stuff, right? And they jumped on the DVD doing DVDs, but they stopped in their innovation because they grew. I mean, there were movie galleries all over the state. They started, I think they were based out of Troy, right? Or I think the person that started it came from was from Troy, Alabama. So what happened with Movie Gallery, the guy started investing in companies, investing in putting up locations all in Birmingham. I think they with the other states. They were all over the Southeast, Movie Gallery. They acquired a company called Hollywood Video or something like that, which is another company. They acquired them. They had a chance to buy Redbox when it first was a fledgling company. They had a shot. The offer was on the table. Redbox was going to try to. When Redbox was first getting started, well, they didn't do it, right? They didn't think it was going to catch on. Well, lo and behold, Redbox took off, right? So then they had another chance. I don't know if it was a streaming service, right? They had a chance to buy that. They turned that down. Now look, now Redbox is in trouble. Cause shit, Redbox. You guys. The point I'm trying to make. This is business. These are business things that happen. I like to look at the mistakes that people make in business, so I can try to learn from. But one of the things you want to look at with that whole learn from. But one of the things you want to look at with this video rental company, the thing that you want to look at, they refuse to adapt. Or the dodo bird. They're extinct now. That's why you don't see Blockbuster Video everywhere. Blockbuster probably could have acquired Netflix when it first came out. They didn't do it. Now Blockbuster's left behind. What if you had Blockbuster streaming service? You know what I'm saying? They would be where Netflix is right now. Netflix is has most of the market share for streaming services. People are starting to flood in. I think Disney Plus is about to probably really make a dent in their market share. But that's what I'm saying. Like their business, if you see that, you know what I'm saying? There are companies that refuse to adapt. Sears, companies that don't adapt go the way of the dodo bird. People, societies that don't adapt go the way of the dodo bird. People, societies that don't adapt get overtaken in history. If you look at history with people in history and societies and stuff like that, the people that refuse to adapt, the people that refuse to get out here and evolve with the times, wind up becoming extinct and evolve with the times, wind up becoming extinct and obsolete. Black people right now are refusing to evolve. You are refusing to embrace technology. You will use technology, but when I say embrace, damn it, you should be the innovators of technology. There was a time where black people were the innovators of this country in a lot of instances. If you go back, look at a guy by the name of Percy Julian, Nobel Peace Prize winner. I think this guy invented some shit. I think he used to work for 3M. He went and won. This guy is from Montgomery, Alabama. Black dude, Percy Julian. Black people don't know nothing about this guy. This guy went over to France. Brilliant black guy. Scientist. If you go back and look at the times when they were integrating the schools, back when they would have these court cases, the people that they would submit to go to these colleges, these white people, predominantly white institutions, which was a mistake. But anyway, those people, if you look at the history of those people were great scholars and people that were intelligent. Like black people, we are capable of that. We're very capable of it. And I know people tell you they downplay sports, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. We are, when it comes to sports, you see our genius in sports. It takes intelligence. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It takes intelligence to play a sport. You can be natural. You can come out the womb being able to handle the ball. You come out the womb yeah, you can, but guys that play with natural talent don't really excel in sports. You may have enough talent to make a team, but you're not gonna be the guy, the man. But if you want to be Michael Jordan, that took intelligence. You want to be Kobe Bryant, that takes intelligence. The level of skill, the level of the degree of difficulty to do the shit that those guys do with footwork, to be able to understand that shit. I played sports. I know the degree of difficulty. I know the degree of difficulty to be able to read a damn defense as a quarterback. I never played football a day in my life. Wish I did, but I didn't. But I understand the intelligence it takes to be able to be elusive to where when you see a guy coming at you in a second, you're able to make an intelligent decision to spin or go in the other direction and jerk and do things. That shit takes intelligence, bro. It takes intelligence. It takes spatial intelligence. That's what they call it. Don't let nobody fool you that just because black people are good at sports, that means we're dumb and low IQ. I believe that we're actually not. I'll use it in my videos. I will say that shit sometimes. That's a fancy way of saying stupid motherfuckers. That's really what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a level of intelligence to be able to do the shit that we do in a lot of areas. It does. The things that we're good at, dancing. We'll make up some shit. We're very creative. Why can't we innovate science? Why can't we innovate and come up with some shit right now for like with day naps? We can't name shit. I don't say we can't. There are black people in tech that are inventing certain things. Thank you. There are black people that are inventing certain things in the industry right now, right? But we don't know who these people are. They're just faces in the crowd, people that we don't really admire and respect as black people. We don't respect those people. There are people, this shit, they put one at Tuskegee. Ain't that some shit? Popeyes, that shit gonna be everywhere. Anyway, Popeyes growing like a motherfucker. They building that shit off our money. And them niggas, they put it in Tuskegee for a reason. Macon County, mostly black people. They putting it in the right location. I'm gonna tell you that. Because it ain't nothing but some niggas in Tuskegee. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you like this. Black people, man, we can really, if we were to, you're gonna need me to stop saying, you know what I'm saying? Okay, man, I'm about to work on my oratorial skills when I'm up here talking. I need to make sure that I speak and enunciate my words properly. I'm a country boy, man. Shit, I'm just saying what the fuck. Come on now. I ain't at work. Shit. Anyway, this is the thing. Like when it comes to in science and tech and shit like that, we should run that shit, man. If we really believe our ancestors built the pyramids, right? Think about that shit. That's an engineering marvel, people. To build the pyramids, that shit is amazing. That we did that shit. That we did some shit like that. Great Zimbabwe. Shit like that. That shit, we did that. We did that, people. We conquered, we explored the whole known planet before anybody else did. People just not catching up to shit we did hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. If that's true, and I do believe that. If that's true, that being said, then damn, man. Like, why is it that we so far behind financially or economically or scientifically in a lot of areas? Huh? If we supposed to be God and all that, why the hell can't we invent a damn, like the iPhone? I heard a guy tell me that they built the technology. I shit you not. A conscious guy told me this. He said that the technology for the iPhone is stolen from the Dogon tribe, the whole binary system. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I was like, all right, cool. Where was the disconnect? Why are we not able to do that shit? If our ancestors built the pyramid, if our ancestors are these great scientists and inventors and people who basically changed the world, why has that innovation been lost on this generation? On these last few generations? Huh? Because I do agree. I think when we were freed from slavery, right? When we were free from slavery, right? When we got out of slavery, we were the inventors. We were the guys, the inventors, or however you want to pronounce it. We were the guys who were coming up with a lot of shit. They say that the white man's best inventions was the damn patent on. You know what I'm saying? Look at how great. Go read George Washington Carver's story. You know how smart this dude was. This dude would do his own experiments. This is why they dumbed down our education system. They dumbed down our education system because, guys, think about it. There's no way in hell you can tell me that a lot of the shit that we call science today is real science. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm not gonna go into the flat earth shit. I know people get emotional about this shit. I'm not gonna go there, okay? But there's a lot of shit that's getting passed off as science that does not follow the scientific method whatsoever. We're just told by some theory. Some guy just sit and theorizes some shit, and we just believe it. Back, hook, line, and sinker, without even knowing. Just like what? Oh, how do you know this? Like what side? How have you proven this? Have you proven this? Have you? No. Well, why do you believe it? See what I'm saying? Back then, when George Washington Carver was in school, was a kid, he did a lot of science and experiments on his own. He would do his own experiments and shit like that. He would do his own stuff, and so he figured out a lot of shit through observing plants. And he was a devout believer. A lot of things they don't want to tell you that, but he was a real devout Christian guy, and he would, be really heavy into plants right here at the Tuskegee University, right? And he came down here. I'm gonna tell you a story, guys. He came to Tuskegee. The whole world, the whole world was in a feeding frenzy to try to get George Washington Carver to come to their university and be a professor at their university, right? And Booker T. Washington convinced him to come to Tuskegee University, right? When he got here, I kid you not, when he got here, this guy went and had his first students, the class, he had those students literally build their own lab from the scraps and trash of the university. They didn't have a classroom. They built their own shit, man. We don't know who the fuck we really are, people. When I tell you that literally 100 years ago, because I see it with my dad, man, God rest his soul. My dad used to do some shit, I would be so amazed. Like, damn. I see my dad go up on the hood, drop a motor, take it out, break it down, go get the heads work. This might be over the course of like 3 or 4 days. Go get the heads work, build a motor all the way without a book, because he ain't looking at no book. He just doing himself. I'd be like, Dad, how did you learn this? Out of necessity. Then I would see Dad go and frame up a wall on a house. Then I would see Dad do some amazing shit, man. This is what I'm talking about with practical knowledge. My dad could draw. When I say draw, he could draw. My dad invented his own. He had he actually invented some toys in the 80s. He was doing he invented a board game. He did, what else did he do? He did a board game. He did, he created a doll that actually crapped. He actually invented a doll that was a crap that actually would crap. He did, what else did he do? Man, my dad invented all types of shit. Man, my dad was smart as hell. And if some shit would break around the house, Dad would just come and look and sit there and stare. And I'd be standing up there talking to him, Dad, what we gonna do? What we gonna go somewhere, son? Quit playing now. I'm trying to figure something out. He always thought I was playing. And then he would next thing I'd come back, he'll take a piece of wood and figure some shit out. I'd be like, damn, that was creative. This generation, we don't do that no more. We don't have those skills no more. Those skills have been lost. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. In real estate, you go and look at a lot of times when you get a house that was built in the 40s and in the 30s and 50s and shit like that, you see a lot of craftsmanship with these houses. Like they're very ornate and shit like that. Why is that? Because those people back then, most of those people back then were black. The people that built the houses back then, those were black men. White men, a lot of times, didn't have the skills that we had. The labor force in this country at one time was all black. This is why Booker T. Washington in the South did what he did. A lot of people call him a coon. I respect him. That's why he's my avatar, because I get what he was saying. Dr. John Henrik Clarke, who is from Union Springs, which is like 15, 20 miles outside of Montgomery. Dr. John Henrik Clarke said the same thing. He said, man, if we'd have listened to Booker T, we'd have been better off. Right now, I'm going to tell you like this, man. The Booker T situation right now, is it's tech, man. That's the skill that you need to learn. Can you learn a skill with your hand? Yes, you can. You can learn a skill with your hand and still make a hell of a lot of money. But right now, I think that in the 21st century, why she got her ass? You see this? Just sitting there, won't let me go nowhere. I hate when people do that. in the 21st century, man, I think black people are gonna have to be able to sustain themselves financially with other with skills, man, with real workable skills that will allow them to be able to matriculate into the workforce. And then one day you can start your own tech firm. You can start your own whatever you want to do. You want to start recruiting developers to be able to bring them on projects and place them on government projects. Well, first of all, you need to start your own corporation. You need to get some experience working in the industry. You don't necessarily have to, but you can. Like me, right? If I wanted to do that. That's something I can't work on 40 things at once. That's why I'm not working on it right now. But that's what I would do. And a lot of people in DC, this is why I'm gonna tell you something. The richest, wealthiest black counties in the U.S. right now, you can look this up. A lot of those Prince George's County, Maryland, black cities and black municipalities, black cities, and a lot of those it's like out of top 10 of them, 6 of them are located right outside DC. Why is that? Well, what's going on, and what you guys don't realize about Montgomery, Alabama, and then you can look this up. Montgomery, Alabama is the wealthiest, not wealthiest. It is the best place for black businesses to succeed in the whole United States, right? This is an article that they wrote about it, and they measured all these different metrics. You have a better chance of succeeding right here in this little country ass city you see me riding into right now than you have a better chance of succeeding living and working in this city. And also when you go to different places like, hold on guys, I'm gonna read your comments in a second. When you go into places like, where else? I can't even think of it. Basically around Prince George's County, Maryland. Those cities, you know why they're successful? Because I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Black people are government contractors, and what they're doing is they're getting government contracts, and they're taking that money and they're generating wealth. Some of the wealthiest black people in the United States are the black people that do government contracts. And so a lot of black people have figured out how to get government contracts and procure these government contracts. That's what it is. That's why they're the wealthiest black people in the country. Those are because those are a lot of tech people. A lot of black people that work in government that are in tech live in Washington, D.C. See what I'm saying? And in fact, a lot of black people that are wealthy out there in Baldwin Hill, tech. A lot of the black people in Montgomery that are doing well, that are living on the east side of town in Montgomery, they work on Gunner Air Force Base, tech. This is a dirty little secret of our community. A lot of well-to-do black people are in tech. A lot of them, man. A lot of well-to-do black people are in tech. This is that dog track I was telling y'all about. But a lot of well-to-do black people are in tech, man. Those are the people that are flourishing in America, man. Those are the black people that if shit fall apart, they gonna have a job. You know why? Because you gonna always need somebody to keep up with your data. It gonna be if you don't need nobody to keep up with your data, if you don't need nobody to run your tech, the country is addicted to tech right now. It's almost like telling a motherfucker they can't eat sugar, right? They not gonna go back to the dark ages. Tech is here to stay, people. If you want to be a viable competitor in the 21st century, you need to be trying to move into the tech field. If you're not gonna get into tech, you can be in a peripheral industry of tech. But you need to, and if you're not gonna do that, at least get your ass a trade. Get some sort of viable skill, be it HVAC, plumbing, electrical, something. Learn how to fix cars, something. Because cars gonna always break. And right now, I just talked to a guy, a mechanic I was working with a while ago on one of my cars. The mechanic said, he said, man, he was trying to tell me he wanted to charge me like $1,500 to fix my air on a car I had, which of course I wasn't finna let him do it, right? I wasn't finna do that shit. So he wanted to charge me $1,500. So he told me, he said, man, he said, yeah, in the next few years, man, you're gonna see a lot of mechanic shops shut down. I said, why? He said, because the government is about to start cracking down on people that are out here shade tree mechanics. You can't just hang around at at AutoZone and Advanced Auto and get people's cars and start in O'Reilly's and just fix people's shit no more. They finna stop that because people out here fucking people's cars up. That's what he said. Now, of course, he telling me that because he wanted me to spend $1,500 with his ass, which I wasn't finna do. And I went and got it. But that was labor. Now, the parts ran me another $150, so I spent about $500. But still, I got it done for a third of what he was trying to charge me, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, and that's why I moved to the black community. I want to be close to the black community for shit like that, just for such occasions as that. But the point I'm trying to make, people, you guys got to realize, man, is that the black community is getting left behind because we have a lack of human capital. I talked about this before. We don't have human capital. In fact, if you look at countries, look at this on an international scale, look at other countries. Countries fail and go under because a lot of, lack of human capital, don't know how to exploit resources, a business-friendly environment. We don't. We shit on black businessmen. We shit on them. If you have success in the black community, you can probably move around the black folks. You just don't have to. You can't stay in the hood successful. You can't. Motherfuckers who come to school, you got money. I know people whose parents had a little money. They got their ass, their children got their ass whooped at school because their parents had money. I've seen shit like that. I've seen shit where if a black person opens up a business and they try to be excellent with their business, motherfuckers would go up and say, man, that nigga's selfish, man. I had a dude, let me tell you what happened to me. I had a comedy club. This nigga told me, now this was a guy that was a school teacher. I was at the mall. He didn't know it was my comedy club he was going to. This nigga told me, he said, man, I like that comedy club. He just started telling me. I said, really? Yeah, man. So I wanted to play and pick his brain just to get his, So why you like it? I said, man, I like it, man. I like it. Ladies' night. It's nice. They bring in comedians. A lot of these people I've seen on Comic View and stuff. That's cool. I like it, man. Only thing I don't like, man, is that they charge at the door, man. Do you know I was charging $10? So I told him, I said, bro, you know I own the comedy club, right? Oh, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, that's my comedy club. I said, bro, I got bills, man. I got a $2,600 a month lease. I got gas. I got power. I got water. I got 8 employees. I got to pay for the DJ. I got to pay the comedians. I got to pay for marketing. I got to pay for the dumpster rental out back. I got to pay for food. I got to pay for them niggas stealing my damn shit out my freezer, out my refrigerator. They stealing my damn beers and shit, taking them out the back door. I got to pay for security. I got all that shit, man. So, man, I mean, he was like, yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You saying. All you saying is, see, black people, we don't have a business-friendly environment. And we lack human capital because we're brain drain. Black people, when they get any type of people in the community that have any workable, viable skills, what happens is they leave. They get the fuck out from around y'all. I mean, let's be honest, man. Anybody out there with kids, I know I got a 3-year-old. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my son. I'm torn right now. I don't know if I have him. I don't want him growing up around white people and thinking like them. Now, of course, people say, well, that's on you. That's what his mom tells me. Well, that's on you as his dad to teach him. Well, it's one thing to tell your child something. It's another thing when they go into school and spending 8 hours a day around their white counterparts, their white friends, and their white friends are telling them how beautiful this blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl is. Your dad know people whose parents were Black Panthers. Their dad was a Black Panther, I kid you not. And the son married a damn white girl. And he's so disappointed. He's like, man, I'm disappointed in him. He married a damn white girl. All that shit, his dad used to have him all up on the country shit back in the 80s. His dad had him watching it and this and that. But he went to a white school and he wound up with a white girl. Married a white woman. So he said he still loves his grandkids, but he's disappointed that he married a white woman. He said, man, I ain't want him to marry no damn white woman. Guess what? You can't. The reason that his dad put him in that school he was in, because he didn't want him getting into some bullshit like his cousins. Which is what happens in the black community. We all know niggas like that you Pookie and Ray Ray, right? Do you want your child growing up around those guys and being influenced or even worse, bullied by those guys? Maybe worse, getting shot, beat. You know what I'm saying? I was about to do a video about the crime in the black community and why the black community, and I might still do it, why the black community why we can't have viable businesses in the black community, why we can't have things in our community that show a level of professionalism. We can't have that shit. You know why? Because the black community is full of black people that don't want to spend money in their own community. They rather get their money to white folks. And then when you go into the communities and try to get these people business and shit, they steal from you. I ran a business in the black community. It's hard to run a business in the black community. The employees were stealing from me. The employees kept talking about they deserved a raise. The employees hated us. As business, they hated it. We were the enemy. I had motherfuckers snitching, going to other comedy, not comedy clubs, but other clubs, trying to tell them who the fuck we was bringing. And these motherfuckers was trying to call the comedians and booking them for the same, trying to book the comedians on the same night and trying to get my shit fucked up just to run me out of business. Which that's competitive, that's business, that's capitalism. I get it. My employees was snitching. Like, I got stories, man. You see what I'm saying? If anybody should really say fuck the black community and say I don't give a fuck about the black community, they can kiss my ass. I don't have no love for these niggas. It should be me. Real talk. Out of all the shit I done been through in this community, where I done tried to invest in my community, tried to invest in my people, and them bitch spat on 50 million damn times. And then when you get spat on, guess what these niggas say? That's your fault. You should have knew better. Like, damn, man, you can't. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say this, man, because I'm here. I'm in Montgomery now. I'm home. I got to handle some business down here. Plus, I'm finna crank up the laptop and log in so they'll be like, okay, well, he did log in. So, I'm going to log in a second. So I'm finna get off the phone. But the thing is, guys, I want you to understand this, man. We as a people will flourish when we learn to do a few things. Number one, create a business-friendly environment. The black community is not a business-friendly environment. Number two, learn to exploit the resources that we have. We don't know how to do that. That is something I don't see nobody talking about. I ain't gonna say nobody. Some black conservatives talk about it. But we don't exploit resources. We don't know how to. We don't. We have resources at our disposal that we shit on, that we bitch about. We bitch about being in the wealthiest country ever in history. We bitch about it. It could be a lot worse, people. We don't know how to exploit being American. Take your damn passport, stamp that bitch and go overseas and use your American citizenship. We don't know how to exploit it. We don't know how to exploit the free shit that we do get in our communities. Let me get my ass over. We don't know how to exploit it. And you're like, well, what do you mean, sir? We don't know how to exploit the resources that we have. Like, I would exploit the shit out of a grant. If you come to Alabama and go to school for free, you should not have any student loan debt. You shouldn't. You can come to Alabama and go to school for damn near free. I can go to a community college for about $400 a semester tuition. I shit you not. Right now, you can go take $400 a semester. I think it's 400 or some, I don't know about that. I have to look it up. I think it's either 1,200, some ridiculously low number. You can go to school and get an associate's degree in computer science for damn near free, man. And you get an associate's degree. I know people with associate's degrees that don't work in this field because they couldn't get a job. But that's because enough of us aren't going into the right IT fields. We wind up going into networking and shit. And I'm not knocking networking, okay? But I'm just saying, if you're in a networking, I ain't coming that way for a while. Look at that. I ain't coming that way. But if you're in a networking industry where you're dealing with networking, then what you got to understand, guys, is this. You're going to be, it's a certain amount of money that you make in networking that you won't make if you work in certain industries like databases, dare I say, or maybe something like CRM, like Salesforce, customer relationship management, stuff like that. You can jump north of 100,000 in under 3 years. Easy. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not that you worshiping your career. I'm not a career person. I don't look at this as a career. It's kind of turning into that. But I wasn't trying to turn IT into a career. I'm trying to use IT to do real estate, which is what you see me doing. I'm using IT to do other things. That's what I want you guys to do, man. Use this as a skill, man. Get you a skill. Get yourself in a strong environment, okay? So We don't have enough human capital. We don't know how to exploit resources, and we don't create a business-friendly environment. You study any foreign country that's struggling financially, and I bet you they got those three things in there. They have resources that they can't exploit, like Venezuela, different places like that, other places. They have a brain drain. They don't have enough human capital. And the other one is they don't have a business-friendly environment. Corruption everywhere you look. You know what I'm saying? Dare I say, does the black community have a lot of corruption? Shit, yeah. A black man try to come into the black community and run a business. You talking to one? Are you listening to one? I tried to come into the black community and run a black business and got dogged out and used, abused by my own people. So no, we need to be careful in what we do, people. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all, man. I got to go. Y'all be good.